What is up, comic fan? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. Happy Tuesday. Happy new DC Day. That's right. It is new DC Day. I've got books. Let's talk books. But before we do that, check this out. Huge shout out to Big Time Collectibles for sponsoring the monthly Legion Loot giveaway for the channel members. If you have not already, be sure to follow Big Time Collectibles. They're doing big things. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook. Also, if you're looking to get anything cleaned or pressed, look no farther. Justin Comic on Instagram can take care of you. Use that promo code WeAreLegion and take advantage of that buy two get one free special we got going. Also, on the topic of Big Time Collectibles, they just announced yesterday they have a Whatnot exclusive coming. I know people are really enjoying Whatnot for the most part, and they have their upcoming Ghost Rider series. They did a Prillo variant with Ghost Rider holding the Infinity Gauntlet, but they have an exclusive variant limited to 500 that's going to be a Whatnot exclusive. So you can follow them on Whatnot. They do a lot of cool sales and everything. And I think this is the first Marvel Whatnot exclusive. Everyone knows about the Invincible ones, but it's pretty cool that we're getting a Marvel one in such a beast of a cover as well. So let's say hey to the chat real quick. Let's see what we got in here. We got Wheelchair Superhero 87. What is going on? Happy Tuesday to you. Hashtag We Are Legion. DC Forever. Blue Hellion Comics channel member. What's going on, Dan? Throwing all the custom emojis. I definitely appreciate that. What's going on, brother? Another channel member. We Are Legion. We got the custom emojis. Lascrucius 1971. Hello from New Mexico. Hello to you. DJ Links, another channel member. And be on the lookout. We're rapidly approaching his big 2,000 subscriber giveaway coming up. So if you haven't already, which I'm sure everyone has, be sure to check out, subscribe to DJ Links. Aggressively Relaxing, another channel member. Happy new DC Day to you too, my friend. DJ Links throwing those custom emojis. Pops Attic, what is going on? Why are you back here? You know you can't go that way. It's stocked up. What is going on, Pops?
I need this.
You're not gonna, but you gotta find something to trade with her. You know how it goes. You gotta make trade. Let's see what Bubba found for you. He's gonna trade you something cool. Good afternoon, Brian. Hope you're doing good. And Brian has the CBC Awards he's working on. Be sure to follow the CBC Awards on Instagram to keep up to date with all that kind of stuff that's going on. And these kids are having a ball right now. This is going to be a fun stream. Hey, Monkey, can you have his little squishy truck back, please? Tell her thank you. Good job. You want these? Yeah? You take them. All it takes is donut glasses sometimes. It does a trick. Morning, folks. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. Wherever you are, just happy new DC Day. So let's get right into it. Let's see what I picked up. There wasn't a lot that came out this week. There is one digital read that I have to get around to remembering to read. And it was actually my blind pick of the week. And it was Nightwing issue number 89. So I'm definitely excited to read this. I've been reading all of Tom Taylor's Nightwing run. I have not been picking it up physically. It's just not something that I feel like I need to take up space in my house or have to have a physical copy of, but it has been a phenomenal read. And this one is really cool because historically Nightwing and Superman have had a really cool relationship. When Dick Grayson was aging out of the whole Robin thing and coming into his own as Nightwing, he reached out to Clark, to Superman, for advice, just to kind of co-sign what he was doing to make sure he's making the right choices. And not even that, but it was Superman that gave him the name Nightwing. So it's really cool. So now that we're years down the road, we have John Kent stepping into a more adult role and not a Superboy role. And he's reaching out to none other and Dick Grayson for advice, guidance, help, which I think is going to be really cool. It's very poetic. But yeah, that's the that's the only DC digital read I have on the list. Yeah, the rest of them I've got physical of. So let's check out what those are. So first up to bat, Detective Comics issue number 1053 with that gorgeous penguin cover by Rodriguez, and it's got the backup story of the House of Gotham. Now I read that first backup story, and it wasn't bad. It just wasn't anything that interests me. It's really I don't know why it's included in there other than just adding page count to everything. It's not anything dynamic, or it's not anything like necessary like modern canon, how Justice League Dark has been backup story and stuff like that. But it's just adding to the mythos of Gotham. But this has been a good little run of Shadows of the Bat. It's been really interesting. I've enjoyed getting to spend time with the Bat family without Bruce there. That should have been done a long time ago. But this whole Dr. Ware storyline, the guy who's running Arkham Tower, it's really started to turn into something vast. Like he's got his hands in every criminal organization going on in Gotham. He's got Psycho Pirate in the tower helping control the inmates. It's just going downhill for him fast. And if that first issue comes to pass, it's going to be a lot of death here really soon. Because that first issue, it started out with Dr. Ware getting thrown out of the tower and landing on the ground dead right in front of all the police that were there. You don't see a lot of high detail penguin covers. That looks awesome. Yeah, it is really cool. He looks nasty. He looks really nasty. That might be why. Like when Bermejo does them, they're really awesome. But look at that. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And he's just holding money, letting it burn. And you can barely see it, but he does have his top hat in his other hand right there. But yeah, awesome cover. I'm excited to see him in the upcoming Batman movie. I think Colin Farrell's going to play a good version of him. And I saw where Alex Ross posted on his social media a picture of Colin Farrell as Penguin in the tuxedo and a picture of Penguin from Kingdom Come. And it looked like a very, very true representation. What is going on? Jimmy the Don is up in the building. Another channel member. Hope you're doing good today. Throwing those custom emojis. I love how you always use that Superman one. And speaking of super people, we do have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, issue number 8 of 8. So this is the finale to Tom King's miniseries for Supergirl. This has been really, really good. And I know how people are about Tom King. Like people love to hate him or they just love him. It's one or the other. There's not really much in the middle. And I understand why a lot of people don't care for his writing. You know, it is what it is. You have to like it. But this one took me by surprise. It is so different than everything else that he's writing. You know, he's telling a linear story. It's not trying to be overly edgy or anything. It's just a gorgeous story of revenge, of loss, of suffering, of trying to find that closure and everything. And I'm really excited to see how it ends. They caught up with the man that killed the little girl's father that Supergirl's chaperoning around the cosmos. And it kind of ended with the little girl at the moment where she can just end his life in the last issue. So I'm excited to see how she handles it and what's going to go from there. Blue Hellion said, I can't wait for the Jerry Conway signing at CBCS. So yeah, before I leave today, I'm actually going to be talking about some of these signing events that are going on right now and some of the stuff that's not going on right now with the signing events. But I don't have a lot of comics today, so there was a couple other things that I decided we could go over while we're here. Next up, we have Justice League number 72. We are getting closer and closer to that issue number 75, the Death of event, that I am very excited for. I know, like, you can be excited or not, but I am. I'm pumped for it. I love DC events. I love when they go whole big and cosmic with it. I think it's going to be really fun. Thinking back on the Future State, I think the Justice League story they did with Future State was a blast. The dynamic of that team that they set up was really cool. And we should be getting to see them get spotlighted with the depth of the primary Justice League. But where this has been having the Justice League Dark backup story, it's not a backup story. They're just featured in this issue. So getting up to issue number 75, I do not think we have any more of the backup stories. Their story is just going to take place on the pages and of everything else going on and really lead into the Dark Crisis thing. It's just going to be, I'm sure Merlin in this warpath across DC Comics, Destroy Magic is going to play into it heavily. And then finally for this week, the only other floppy copy I got is Flash number 779. So this is continuing the battle against Eclipso that's raging on Gemworld, where Eclipso has gone to use the crystals of Gemworld to amplify his power. So this is another character that I'm expecting to see transfer over to Dark Crisis with Eclipso. So I'm not expecting too much resolution in this book, but mainly just for them to survive. So we've got Wally's kids have shown up to try to help their dad and get him out of this. But needless to say, all 4 books I'm excited to read. They're all I don't know why, but Detective always gets put on the bottom of my stack, and I always really, really enjoy it. But I'm pumped to read all of these. I'll probably my reading order is definitely going to be Justice League first, then Flash, then Supergirl, then Detective. And whenever I remember to read Nightwing is when I'll read it. Probably come Sunday in a hurry because I forget to read all those digital things. I'm horrible at it. But talking about other things real quick, as Dan pointed out, there's an announcement for some CBCS signings coming up. They got Steranko coming, Jerry Conway's coming. I think there's one other person they announced. I can't remember who it was, but more importantly for me, what I wanted to talk about today is yesterday the official notice came out for the cancellation of the George Perez signing at CGC. So if you follow the channel, you know that I've submitted 3 books. I submitted my DC Comics Presents, the first appearance of the new Teen Titans, Teen Titans Annual number 2, which was the first appearance of Vigilante in costume, as well as one other book. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Tales of Teen Titans number 44, the first Nightwing. Yeah, because I just got that second copy last week. But all 3 of those were there for the George Perez signing. And then it got canceled yesterday. CGC sent out a message, and it said whether you saw it on social media or if you saw it in your email, it was all the same thing. It said that due to just medical reasons, they're going to call it off, which I'm perfectly okay with. I'd rather George be happy and like as healthy as possible than trying to overextend himself. And there's really that's really above and beyond for him to try to do all this stuff for the fans at this stage. But as long as he's as healthy as he can be and as happy as he can be, I'm perfectly fine with it. So we're all just kind of at this point waiting for CGC to reach out to us with our options, because I'm sure CGC isn't going to take one on the chin and just have to eat the cost of shipping all these books back to people. That's definitely going to be an option. There's no way they're going to hold your book hostage, but I'm sure we're going to have to pay for shipping to get our books back, because we would have to pay for it to get them back anyways. So what are the potential options? I'm expecting that they'll either offer to grade and encapsulate the book straightforward, just standard tier for whatever the books are, get the blue label on it, return the books, or they did just announce today, just earlier today, that Marv Wolfman is coming for a signing and that all the books have to be at CGC by, I think it was April 15th. Don't quote me on the exact date. It's definitely April, so not long from now. Just probably around 2 months, give or take. Marv Wolfman will be there. For those that don't know, which probably is not anybody in the chat right now, Marv Wolfman and George Perez were the dynamic duo of creating comics for decades. All those books that I sent in to get George Perez, the artist, on them to sign, Marv Wolfman was the writer for those. So I'm wondering if they're going to potentially offer to transfer the books over to that signing event. And then you kind of have to weigh your options. Or like me personally, I sent these books in to get signed by George for numerous reasons. It was his last signing event that he was going to do. They had those custom labels that they're doing for him, as well as the proceeds going to his family. So there was numerous reasons I wanted to do it. So it'd be great if CGC was able to get these books signed by Marv Wolfman and have the proceeds still go to the Perez estate. I don't know if that would be a thing, but we'll see. But what is going on, Pocan Joe? Hope you're doing good today. What's shaking? Blue Hellion Comics. You want up? Simon Bisley is the one you forgot. There we go. He's sleeping. And let's see. They were the best. All prayers to George. Absolutely. You want to show him your new baby Yoda? Let me get this off the screen. She got a new baby Yoda today. Uh-oh. We're all down. All right, last thing. So, yeah, those are what I'm expecting to get news from CGC in the coming days or a couple weeks. when they really figure out how they're going to proceed and what some of the options are. But I'm kind of on the fence deciding if I would just move my books over to the Marv Wolfman signing if it's available, or just get my books back. Because yeah, I don't know. I think it said that for Wolfman signing event it's $75, and then if you decide to get them pressed through CGC or their service CCS, it's an additional $20 per book. But I think that's roughly the same price that Perez ones were. What is going on, circumstances? Let's see. Lastly, because I'm going to try to keep it short, sweet, and to the point today. I think I'm going to get these kids out the house. They're too much to keep home sometimes. So I'm just get them out. Lastly, I want to everyone in the chat. I know y'all saw that DC promo drop. I'm going to be talking about this for a while, probably until Batman drops. But we had the Atom Smasher finally show up. We knew he was coming. We got the first footage of him. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm absolutely pumped for this. The suit design looks awesome. Just seeing him Biggie size running through the streets, knocking cars over. And then we had Cyclone show up in the smallest clip. Just it looked like she was standing inside of a ship of some kind. And there's a direct comparison to what she looked like in the comics a couple issues after she first appeared. That was the cover that featured her on it that Alex Ross was crushing. So suit looks great in my opinion. I love the design of it. I like that it's got the little logo on the chest. And then another one of the big ones that showed up is we had Hawkman in all his glory. I think the only complaints that I heard anybody have about this is the pants are red and not green, but that's definitely not a disqualifier. It still looks phenomenal. What? No, I'm doing something on the table. You can't sit on the table. And I think another one of the biggest ones for everybody has got to be Dr. Fate. I mean, look at that. It looks absolutely spot on. The helmet of Naboo looks fantastic. And it's hard to tell from that quick shot, like on his right side of his face. On this side over here, the helmet looks smooth. But over here, it almost, I can't tell if that's just a reflection or if that's like something off of the shape of it. But I'm not sure if there's eye holes on it. And if there's I'm honest with you, I hope there's not. He's always had eye holes on it. You want to show him, baby? There. But if there's not eye holes on it, I'm all more for it, man. I think that would be an awesome little touch. Because the helmet of Naboo does not need the human eyes to see. So I think that would be a really, really cool touch. What is going on, Brother John? You know me, just talking DC as well as this JSA stuff, man. I'm still on cloud 9 about it. That's the kind of day it is. What is going on, Austin LeMay? Hope you're doing good. Hawkman looks awesome. I'd watch Aldous Hodge be Hawkman in pink sweatpants. That dude is amazing. I'm not familiar with most of these people's name. I obviously know Pierce Brosnan. Obviously know The Rock. You know The Rock? He plays Frank in Jungle Cruise. Remember Frank? She remembers Frank. Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up some of the characters and see who some of them are. I know Noah. I had it pulled up right here. Noah Centineo is playing Atom Smasher. Not familiar with him. Sarah Shahi as Adriana Tamaz. You have a lot of actors credited without their roles being credited yet. So I'm wondering if they're going to pull any cards out their sleeve. They have the ace up their sleeve. Do they have any other JSAers, possibly even big time ones that they're holding back that they're going to, they haven't played their hand yet? Which way are you going? All right, we'll go that way. Which way are you going? Which way are you going? Hey, homie, you got to use your words. Which way? What is going on, Paul? How are you doing today? We got Paul up in the chat. What? Hey, look, Paul's here. Look, Paul's here. You tell him thank you for Yoda? She's still got it, Paul. She's still chewing on it, too. It's been her thing of the day. We picked that up at the bookstore today. Show him. No? Atom Smasher was supposed to be He-Man at one point. Dolph Lundgren over everyone. I need a baby Grogu. Looks nice. Yeah, she loves her some baby Yoda. But yeah, I'm super pumped for all that. And she's a little too restless to try to drag us out too much farther. I say that my 2-year-old all the time. Use your words, buddy. Thanks. Hashtag word party. I don't remember what I saw that in. I don't know what word party is, but it was in a movie that I saw a long time ago. Use your words. Yeah, now I'm gonna be thinking that. Use your words. Oh, Hancock. In Hancock, the guys in prison that they were all upset from where they'd been beat up by him before, and they were all mad. What? What? You keep getting down. But yeah, they tell him in prison, use your words. Mark, you should do a video doing the face he made with his daughter. I'm looking forward for all the DC movies. Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to getting more information. I got my tickets for Batman. I'm pumped for Batman. I got my tickets for Friday the 4th. And yeah, me, Pops, and the wife are going. I'm really excited for it. It's hard to be as excited after seeing that Black Adam footage. So, man, that did it. That did it. A cookie? Are you hungry? You just ate. You want a cookie? All right. Well, we're going to go get a cookie, guys. Tell everyone bye-bye. You tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. Tell them thank you and we'll go get a cookie. Hey. Brian here doesn't even work that much. Charlize in that movie is one of the most beautiful sights in my life. What is going on, Jason? Southern Comic Geeks here. And all right, guys. We're going to hop out of here for today. Keep it short and simple. Until next time, as he says, as Segnick said, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.